Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you are well. I hope you are thriving. So I'm in Gloucester, Massachusetts, and if I pull this curtain back, you'll see all of this sun because I'm right across from the ocean, um, and the sun has risen. Well, luckily for us, it's risen. Um, and so it's really beautiful out there and but cold, 48 degrees and windy, very windy. It's a beautiful area. Went into Salem last night, my first time there, and I was surprised at how busy it was, but it is Halloween month. Seems like Halloween is celebrated the whole month, or maybe in Salem it's celebrated every day. Who knows? But it's been a wonderful experience so far. How are you doing? Asking this question has also allowed me to ask myself how I'm doing. And we tend to just pass over um, being still with ourselves. And I do have a daily meditation practice, and that typically helps me to drop into feeling how I'm doing. But to ask the question, how am I doing? It's real, um, it's authentic, and it gives permission to just settle for a moment. So let's do that. Let's settle for a moment. Take an exhalation out of the mouth or nose. And then we inhale the arrival breath, feel life. And we exhale and we let go whatever has been heavy for us. And deep breath in, breathing in life, the fullness of life. And we exhale whatever seeks to be surrendered. Deep breath in and a breath out. And we allow the body to just rest. Maybe your palms are on your thighs or resting someplace comfortably. And we allow the body to continue to breathe us. This intelligence that resides within us is breathing us. It's such a mystery, and we are the mystery, and the mystery resides within us. And when we're allowing the body to breathe us, we're reminded that we are so much more than this physical body. So maybe as you tune in, you begin to have a feeling, a sense that there's something more to you than just your physicality. There's a wonder to you. And as we drop into this state of allowing, we begin to feel, realize our being state because we are moving beyond the ego and we're dropping into a natural reservoir where we exist. It's beyond grief. It's beyond the chaos of the world. It's beyond everything. And creating this moment of stillness allows us to come back to that space, the space that accepts us with all, with the all, doesn't judge, doesn't even ask anything of us, it just is. It invites us to come into this wellspring of peace, of calm. Even when the mind is busy, it welcomes us to this wellspring of calm and peace, with solidarity with self. And this is what we have been practicing, this solidarity with ourselves, with our feelings, with our emotions, with the uncertainties that we have, with the fears that we have, with the anger that we may have, with all of it. It's welcoming us home. And so we can relax in that homecoming, and we can trust it. Let's take another deep breath in and exhale. So today, I don't have anything specifically, a theme uh, for today, simply to allow what wants to come through to come through. And as I was going through the meditation, um, which Spirit lovingly gave, it dawned on me that this peace and solidarity with self, um, haven't really thought about that particular word, but there's something there. There's something there for us. And typically, when we talk about solidarity, it's in solidarity with others. And yet, what about solidarity with ourselves? With the body, the body of emotions that we carry, that are also its own consciousness, right? And so that means that in any given time, we're housing many different consciousness within us, many different selves within us. And how are we walking in solidarity with those parts? And there's a profound opportunity for us, to rest in that space, to create a safe homecoming for these parts of us without any judgment. And again, in that mysterious unknown place that always exists, there's also a healing that happens when we do that. When we can stand tenderly with the all that inhabits this form, this experience that we're having as human beings. And the experiences that we're having with as human beings, it's rife with this and that. It's never just one thing. And sometimes the this and that surprises us unexpectedly. There just seems to be an arrival of something. And that something might be joyful, right? An unexpected joy. And sometimes that something is an unexpected sadness. And yet, it's It's not personal. One of the things that I've truly learned throughout this process of grief, all the griefs that I've ever had, that none of it was personal. It wasn't some external entity doing something to me. I'm not a victim to my grief. None of us are, even though it may feel that way. We feel victimized, particularly when we go through tragic circumstances of how a beloved has transitioned. Or we could say, if it's not the loss of a loved one, how our lives have changed. Because this is all about change. This is all about change. Grief for me denotes that change has arrived. It's a there are two deaths that happen in the grieving process. There's the loss of something or someone, that, right? That's a death. But there's also the loss, the death of how things used to be. Right? So there's two losses, two deaths. And yet every single human being will have this experience. We're not alone. We're not alone in that. Every human being will undergo this. Loss, change. We just don't know how. That's the mystery, right? Like, we come back to the mystery and we don't know the how. We don't know the hour. And this mystery brings me back to myself, because it it's a reminder for me to stay so present in my life, to stay so present with the people that I love, to not leave all of this space where I'm not in sacred connection with them. Meaning, I don't want to be at odds with my family. I don't want to create conscious separation in terms of anger with them, that I'm not speaking to them, friends and family. Because I've experienced sudden loss, I know that there is no time. And just saying those words, I feel emotions bubbling up, because we think we have so much time, so much time to course correct, so much time to apologize, forgive, but we really don't. And so, one of the questions that death asks us is, how are we living? Right? How are we living? What needs to be rectified that can happen while we're still alive? Because this is the chance that we have while we're alive to do all of that, to do that repairing. And so all of these experiences rewrites how I want to live and how I want to show up. And how I want to show up personally for me, it's going to be different for everyone, is in right relationship with those around me, even those that I don't know. Because death levels the playing field for all of us, regardless of our status, our gender, our bank accounts, right? The color of our skin. It levels the playing field. At the end, we end up all in the same place. But at that time, on my deathbed, I want to be able to exhale knowing that I showed up with love, knowing that I lived my life in such a way that I can let go, that there's nothing else for me to cling to. I can let go knowing that I treated someone, a stranger, with compassion. I can let go knowing that I did the things that I wanted to do and I didn't allow myself to play small. I can let go knowing that I had the courage to live, even in the midst of tragedy. So life is for the living. And one of the things that happens to us when we are in the throes of grief is that we forget to live. We suffer the dead, but the dead doesn't suffer us. That's the thing. We're suffering the dead, but the dead doesn't suffer us. Um, so it's okay to mourn. It's okay to grieve. But the challenge for those of us who have gone through deep loss is remember to live. Remember to live. And so whoever might be hearing this and you're in a really delicate place with the grief, that's okay. That's okay. Find some help, speak to someone, but go outside, experience a sunrise, experience a sunset, and experience life. And know that life isn't over, life is just changing. And what is our capacity to change with life? And I'm not saying any of this is easy. It takes time to get there. It takes time to stretch ourselves, stretch our hearts to open up even wider. So, this is where Spirit has taken us today in this conversation. And I like it. I like it. So, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to walk the beach, get some sun on my face, and I'm going to live. And I'm going to experience the cold wind on my face because that means I'm alive to feel it. And what a blessing that is. Sending you all so much love. Peace be with you today.